Everyone, I'm in a bitterly cold unit and I'm going to be going through this pallet of bulk media which I still haven't finished. So for those who don't know, who haven't come in the last ones, I bought this pallet of media right here, which I'm just sort of about halfway through. I bought two pallets of them. They're about 300 kilos each, and I paid 50 pence a kilo, plus a delivery charge. I think it was about £50. I can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, we're just going to go through it and see what we can find. So I need to glove up because some of this stuff is disgusting, and then I'm going to be sorting it through into different piles. We've got discs for recycling, CD cases, and the polypropylene cases, and any paper or other bits go in there, and then stuff for charity and stuff like that. So yeah, let's just get cracking. So I'll put you on my handy dandy thing. You have to let me know in the chat if I am too loud, not loud enough, that sort of thing. I haven't done it in a few days. I think it's been about a week, something like that, since I've done one of these. So yeah, I thought we'd just crack on really. So I'll flip you around and see what we're dealing with. Now, I'm going to, again, like before, I'm going to be using Profit Bandit. I'm not affiliated with them. And to be honest with you, it's an all right app, but it's not the best. I don't know what is even the best anymore. It's just kind of slow. It's not what it used to be. So yeah, I'm going to be using that to try and gauge some value on things. Also checking for the media buyers. Cheers everyone. Gloves. I still need to get some gloves that have got a, the whatever it's called, touchscreen gloves. But I've not. Maybe cover that one up. Oh, Heretic. I remember that game. Is it a game or is that a? I don't know. Keep it just in case it is part of the game. Right. So we've got a giant pile up there of stuff for sorting into bundles as well. So the mountain keeps growing. And this is in the communal space at my storage unit. Oh, here we are. Oh, it's a fake. God damn it. Oh, well. That would have been nice if it was a real one. Nope, that's not worth bothering with. We will swap the case out on that and donate it. I'm going to go single glove, I think. So yeah, just sorting through this really, seeing if we can find anything. Hopefully we can find some mini discs. If you're joining the stream, wouldn't mind smashing that thumbs up button if you enjoy random reselling content, I suppose you'd call it. Honestly, I see this, Mrs. Brown's Boys, so often, and it's just not worth anything. It's got to be one of the most common DVDs out there in the UK, I would say. Right, so some of these I will be swapping out for plain cases. With the coloured cases I can sell. I've got someone who buys them from me for the plastic. So I say that, but I contacted them recently and they're like, oh no, we're okay. So I'm like, oh, okay. I've got loads and now you don't want any. As you can see up here, I've got quite a lot, especially of white, which is what they wanted about 2 weeks ago, but now they don't want it. So that's joyous. Right, let's see if this one, Town and Country. Well, it's worth it for the media buyers, so we'll put it in for the media buyers. I really should get some more bags out, but no, I just thought I'd jump on. Hey, Caroline. Or Caroline. I can't really see you so close to my face. I've got it way too close to my face. So yeah, we're just going through this and see what goodies we can find. I mean, there's a lot of dross. Like breaking dawn. These just aren't worth anything. They just go through my industrial shredder, unfortunately. Do you know what? I will put those in with the Halloween bundle just as some freebies. But yeah, unfortunately, they are not worth anything. I suppose I could have donated that to the charity. Fred Claus. See if this is worth anything. Cheers, everyone, popping in. Do appreciate that. Oh, okay, no disc in that. Brilliant. So yeah, how's everyone been going anyway? You've been doing okay? Right, that is not that one. That one's maybe worth trying to sell. It's like £4.90 something. I'll check eBay for that later. Sinbad, eh? Don't think I've seen that one. I'll give it a scan, but the case isn't shot, so anyway. Right, so yeah, since we last spoke, I've not really had anything absolutely insane out of this, to be fair. Just steady stuff. I had quite a nice little thing of Halloween stuff, Halloween DVDs, but that they sold on Facebook, so that was nice. I sold, it was like 40 odd, and I got £15 for that, so that was okay. Got them gone, so you can't moan really. So that's a bit of the money back, and I still haven't listed that mini disc. If you watch the previous ones, you'll know what I'm talking about. Hey Panzer, hey Secret Carper. Hard to find. Gold cases, very hard to find. The plastic guys love them, that's for sure. Alright, Texas Buyers Club is that? Oh no, Dallas Buyers Club. Close. Texas Buyers Club. There you go. Right, that's Sinbad worth anything? Nope, it's not. It's scratched as well, so quite a lot of knockoff ones in this. Oop, I've just snapped it. Oh well. It's going through the shredder anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, quite a lot of knockoff ones in this one. It ebbs and flows. Like sometimes you'll get just steady stuff, and then other times you'll get loads of knockoffs. It's at the end of the day, it's lucky dip, really. That's all it is. Most of the cost is the man hours to sort it. In fairness, that's where the cost is. Obviously, I paid like £200 for this when it was up to like there, but it's not necessarily that's cost the money. It's to sort it out, really. Knockoff Shakira. I wish I could put like music on or something in the background for you, because you know we're just listening to me rambling. Running Tracks. I've sold that before. That didn't sell for much. Well, there's Anastasia. Put that in the bundles section. But other than that, I've sold one other DVD from this lot. So I'm not racing to get my money back. Not in there. Missing a disc. No offers. Interesting. Could be alright. It's one of those ones that is probably just so like small release numbers. This isn't in there. Oh, no, it is. It is in there. Case is broken a bit, but nice. An Oasis one. I don't think it'll be worth much on its own, but part of a bundle. That'll be good. I think I've sold all my Oasis bundles, to be honest, because when they did the touring and stuff, it all went then. So I had a fun thing happen today. I was out round the charity shops and went to CEX, and I'd put a short out about it, but I think it got throttled because of what I put in the title. I dropped a receipt on the floor, and hey, I mean, no, not yet, mate. Your thing got filtered. Yeah, so I dropped a receipt on the floor, went to pick it up, and I split from there all the way down to there, my trousers, when I was out in the town centre. So that was fun. So I didn't get done for public indecency. I had to run into a charity shop and buy a pair of buy this pair of jeans for £2.50. But actually, they're quite comfy, to be fair. So I'll probably end up keeping them. I don't think they're actually genuine Lacoste jeans, but £2.50. It saved me getting caught by the old bill. I cannot get that out. There we go. It's always worth keeping these ones. They're quite hard to come by in decent order. I did find that very... Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, it's not the first time in this... it's happened 3 times this year. I've ripped a pair of jeans in the crotch area. So I don't know what that says. I'm putting on weight, I guess. We'll go with that interpretation. So yeah, I'm probably on the local news. Man in the centre of town exposes himself again. And runs into a charity shop in shame or something. I don't know, honestly. But yeah, it was actually CEX that it happened. I ended up having a massive argument in CEX, and I am going to put a video out about this because CEX have totally done me over. Well, I mean, I say they've done me over, but the amount of stuff that I've sold to CEX over the years, it's hardly a surprise. Was that Blockbuster? Looks like it. Yeah, so basically they've restricted my account. So I've now got what's called a trader's account. So it means that every time I trade something into CEX, they have to send off for a price request, which is a monumental pain in the arse. So say I want to send them The Sims there or something, or GTA or something, like in the shop, they have to email head office for a price request. And it can take up to half an hour. Meanwhile, you can't leave the store. You've got to wait there like an absolute plonker while you're waiting for this price request, and they normally knock about 20-30% off the price. I've taken 3 Blu-rays and 3 DVDs in, and this absolute effing job's worth of a manager was like, "Oh no, he's a trader, he is." Oh God, how I held my tongue there. I just said, no, it's not worth me waiting. Do you know what? It's not the percentage off. It's the point of it of waiting. If it was like an instant thing where it instantly just knock 30% off, I wouldn't mind, because yeah, okay, I've traded them a lot of stuff, but I've not really exploited the system at all. Like, I've just sent them stuff which they can sell. So it's because back in the day, CEX used to get a lot of people who would buy stuff in bulk from, say, America, a certain model of phone. This is what one of the managers explained to me. And then they'd sell it to UK CEX because of a price difference. Like, they were temporarily offering a good price. So it meant that they ended up with a lot of one particular phone one time that they couldn't sell. So ever since then, if you'd send too much in, your account can get restricted. And it's actually quite difficult to get another account because you've got to show ID when you're getting an account from CEX. So you can't really get around it. I did for a while have a business account with them, which a nice manager had set up like under my business name. But even that got taken down because you're not allowed more than one account, even though it's for a business. It's so annoying. Like, and the thing with CEX is they used to be so much better on pricing, and now, unless it's like current generation stuff, it's rubbish. And they're still charging an absolute fortune for it because, unfortunately, their competitors' game just aren't around anymore, really. There's the odd one that you can trade in stuff, but most are in Sports Direct stores now. So, yeah, unfortunately, they're kind of dominating the market and they know it. So, yeah, you're kind of up shit creek without a paddle, I can swear now, finally. So, yeah. I know you can still post some stuff, but they don't take DVDs now via the post, and they only take games and Blu-rays. So I can still send them that in, and then they'll knock the trade discount off there, and I don't have to wait. That's fine, but most of the time, I'm better off selling it on eBay anyway when it's stuff like that. So yeah, unfortunately, rip. That's the end of an era, really. But hey ho, all good things have to come to an end, I suppose. Right, I put that in the wrong pile. So yeah. But yeah, cheers to all the people who joined. I appreciate the 7 people who smashed that thumbs up button. If you do me a service and smash it as well, it just lets YouTube know that it's like of interest. Push it out to more people, because I'm really trying to get my stuff in front of the right people. I'm not trying to spam people with stuff. I genuinely just want the right people to watch it, really. Who'd be interested, because at the end of the day, that's why I do it, you know. Never seen that. I've seen the first one, never seen the second one. Incredibly, eh? It's coming up to that time of year where this sort of stuff sells, but not at the moment. I've got Faulty Towers box set somewhere. I need to dig that out. Not that I think it's going to be worth a tremendous amount. Let Me Dancer from Sega. Wow, that's an odd one. I don't know what that is. I wonder if that's like a kind of like a VR thing back in the day. You know, like I don't know. Can't imagine it's worth anything. It looks too personalised. IO Rapture. That's a blast from the past. 49p. So that has been in a charity shop. Right, I remember that one. I'm not going to sing it. Don't worry. I'll save your ears. Rory Gallagher. Is that a knockoff? Kind of looks like it. I'll look it up in case it's some, like... I don't think that'll be worth anything. Blondie, Parallel Lines. What's this? Oh, Ministry Sound 80s. What am I doing? No, it's not stolen gear, mate. Well, I don't know. Potentially, for all I know. But yeah, I bought this. It's all overstock from different charities and organisations that sell stuff they've either got too much of, or, you know, shelf pulls, stuff they've priced too high, that sort of thing. So, but buy it in bulk and look for gems in it, seeing what I can find, anything I can sell on eBay, that sort of thing. I do often wonder sometimes, like, how many resellers in the community are sort of inadvertently handling, you know, stolen items. That's why I'd never personally like buying anything like tools or anything from a flea market, because you just think, gosh, you know, the chances that that is stolen, it's got to be pretty high. Okay. Some random comments tonight. Oh, YouTube. Gotta love it. I was going to do a horizontal one tonight, but changed my mind at the last minute and thought, nah, we'll go with this. I mean, these sort of format ones, if you know anything about YouTube, they don't really pay anything. I mean, it's like less than £1 for the whole stream. So it's a pittance. Horizontal form video is where it's at, unfortunately. Although YouTube likes to push short form content. Funny that. How they make less money on it, and yet they want to push it. Why am I scanning that? I'm going to scan this one. Oh no, I've scanned that one. Do you know what? I'll keep that for the case, because that kind of super jewel box is actually quite handy, because they are useful. Yep. Yeah, YouTube does. I've been on the platform long enough to not really let it bother me at all. Gosh, there used to be some trolls back in the day. I remember when people like Peter Ray and some of the others used to do live streams, and other people, and they just put the link to the live stream in the chat, and anyone can join. And I think Zahir Malik, Any Cool Stuff, did that once, and she had some guy mouthing off with real dodgy stuff. Crazy, really. I remember I did a live stream years ago, and it had inadvertently been sent out to, I think, all my friends or something, and I had like, no, it wasn't friends. It was through Google Hangouts, and it was sent out to people I was linked to on. I can't even remember what the name was. Someone put it in the chat what the Google social media platform was called. Oh God, what was it called? Google something. You're all forced to have one, and it was pushed out to all people like that. So I had random other like pretty big resellers joining, like in America and stuff. And I was like, how's this happening? And I was meant to just be interviewing Nick Hills, and like all of a sudden, all these other random people started joining. And I was like, what's going on? What's going on? But anyway. What am I doing? There we go. So we're not finding anything spectacular yet. Oh. I've just sold this. Was it this? No, it was not this album. It's another one by Seaside Steve. Seasick Steve. It was another one, I swear it was. I've heard that name before. I'll check that one later. I'm sure I've had one of his before. Still doing my head in what that Google thing was called. Oh, Rock and Chips. So that's I'll check CEX. That used to be alright. Is it like the Only Fools and Horses thing? Spin off or something. A bloke from the In-Betweeners in it. Apparently the CEX app isn't working. Oh well. Cheers everyone popping in. Apologies for the people who keep hearing me repeat myself, but you know, people dip in and out, so I always like to thank them. If you're popping in, smash that thumbs up button. Just lets YouTube know that what I'm doing is vaguely interesting. Hangout, no, not Hangouts was the thing, but you had to have this Google, like they were trying to be like Facebook. God, it's going to drive me mad, that is. And if you had a YouTube account, you were forced to have it. Oh God, it's going to drive me mad, that is. And obviously I can't look it up because you're on my phone, so well, I suppose I could look it up on that one, but ooh, that's a bit knackered. We'll sort that one. What does something need to be worth before you sell it? Over £5 I normally go for. £5 free postage if it's DVD size like this. But really, I should go for more. I should go for sort of £7 to £10. So, what we're doing? Most of it gets donated or shredded. I'd say 90 something percent. See, rock and chips used to be worth money, but it's not anymore. So, but I do have an Only Fools box set, which, see, yeah, look, CEX, 10p. Crazy. I swear I used to get like £6-7 for that. I've got an Only Fools box set that can actually go with as a spin-off. So yeah, just stuff's come down so much. I mean, the good stuff is still good. You know, like obviously everyone knows like GameCube games are. Even them, some of them have come down, but some stuff's really gone up as well. Like DS stuff. Some DS stuff is like the consoles and stuff. Mad. It's not in there. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm putting them in black cases. Nobody wants black plastic, so I'm putting them in black cases so they can be donated to charity shop, because my local charity shop seems to be selling DVDs really well. I mean, I've donated 12 bags that size to them, and they've sold them all pretty much. And they're saying, "Oh, can you bring us some more in?" So I'm like, okay, brill. I mean, they knock them out cheap. That's fine. That's, to be honest, that's what charity shops should do. But most of them are too greedy. So yeah. But no, she's great. The woman who runs it. She knows the score. The only stuff they don't tend to like is if it's like what you might call demonic stuff, because it's a Salvation Army shop, so they don't particularly like that. I think that goes for recycling or something. So I try and keep out horror films and things like that. To be honest, I bundle horror films anyway. Oh, love that film. I mean, these days he does my head in, and so does he, but it's a great film. For its time, it was very funny. Oh God, none of Mrs. Brown's Boys. I used to do bundles of Mrs. Brown's Boys, but obviously he's kind of a contentious character, the guy who plays him, so we won't go down that road, but yeah. So yeah. I'm not going to pass comment about religious stuff because I'll end up annoying people. I won't go on my soapbox about that, but yeah. As long as you're not shoving it down my throat. That sounded a bit wrong. I don't mind. Oh, probably should cover that up. Is it a knockoff? Do you know what? I don't think that's a knockoff. I think that's a legit copy. Yeah, it is. Huh. Is that worth anything? To be fair, I think it's far worse on YouTube. No, it is not worth anything. That's crazy. Snow Patrol album, where am I looking? Oh, this one here. Yeah, that one. Unfortunately, it's not got the disc in it. Yeah, I listened to a fair amount of Snow Patrol back in the day as a student. My mates in the flat used to blast it out. There's some tracks I can't listen to, though, because I heard it too many times at student nights. Right, is that worth anything? No. God darn it. I've just got rid of my horror bundle, so otherwise, do you know what? I will put that to one side, because I'm sure someone will want it. Olivia Newton-John. Right, put that there. Dame Shirley Bassey. I don't think that'll be worth anything. I need to look that one up, actually. Oh, nice, Chris. Yeah. Hey, Pete. I was talking about you a second ago. Saying about the old school live streams that used to be a bit chaos sometimes. That's not worth anything. The problem is, I'll say it once, I've said it loads of times, is that the kind of stuff that listen to, maybe not Motown, but like Frank Sinatra and Dame Shirley Bassey and stuff like that, they're all dying now. So, their stuff's going onto the market. So there's a huge glut of it on the market and no one's really buying it. Same with classical. Pretty much nobody wants it. There's exceptions, I've sold some for all right money, especially opera. But for the most part, it's not worth it. Yeah, I was saying about Zahir's stream where he had that some randoms join and cause him grief. Funny. No mini discs tonight, unfortunately. Kind of like pulling the arm on the roulette, not roulette. Fucking hell, on the slot machine. Except slightly less expensive. Ooh, Detective Pikachu. Has it got the card in it? Nope. Oh well. I'll chuck that in with some Pokemon cards I'm selling. As a freebie. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Vegas. Gosh, I would have spent last time I was in Vegas, I would have spent £200 in probably an hour. It was ridiculous. That's not. Maybe 2 hours. Try and eke it out a bit. I do want to go back to Vegas one day. I'd like to try and vlog it more, but the problem was last time I went, the lads that I went with, they did not want to be on camera at all, not even their voices, which is fair enough. I totally get that. So it was a tricky one. Oh, you were there in September. Nice, mate. Nice. Yeah, I'd like to go back. There's a good channel called Winning with Jameson. And I followed Jameson for years since Oh God, what was his name? Resale Rabbit and Steve Rakin would meet up with him. He's an ex kind of Jameson's like an ex, self-described addict that's does Amazon FBA, but also he's got a channel about gambling. And yeah, it'd be good to catch up with him, to be honest. Be nice to go with the lads again. Now, whether my wife would let me go is another matter. Probably not. Last time I could use the excuse it was my 40th birthday, but, you know, that ship sailed. One day. I'm not a huge gambler. This is my equivalent to gambling, really. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't go down the bookies or anything. I've never done that, but yeah, there's a whole different story in Vegas. Anyway, I'm waffling. Just the fun slots, to be honest. A bit of blackjack as well with the friends, but just most of the fun slots. I wanted to get into video poker, to be fair, and I think if I went back, I would do more video poker. It seems like the odds on stuff are decent on that compared to the fun slots, like the progressives, like the fun, but they, you know, they take all your money. I'd like to have a go on some of the other table games like Baccarat and stuff, but I haven't got a clue how to play it, so we didn't bother. We did roulette and we did blackjack. Basically, were the only table games we played. So yeah, but mostly the fun slots like Huff and Puff and some of the other ones. I can't think of any names. There was a Griffin one, I remember that. I can't remember. It was only last year, but I can't remember any of them, really. I came home with more money than... well, no, I didn't come home with more money. That's a lie. I came home with money. So, yeah. It'd be amazing if I came home with more money. But no, I came back with, you know... Oh, lovely. We all came home with money. We all came home with about 1,500 quid, from memory serves me right. But we all took different amounts, if that makes sense. So we all came back with money, and we'd got loads of stuff comp drinks. I think I paid for 2 drinks, if that, the whole time there. So that was good. You know, obviously you tip, so you are paying for them, but just like the equivalent of like 2 quid or a quid, you know, there's like a couple of dollars. It's crazy, really. Homeward Bound 2. Oh, I'm glad I got my gloves on for that one. In the Night Garden, I guarantee that's going to be scuffed. Yes, it is. That's the thing with kids' films. Buffalo, that was it. That was one. Buffalo. Remember it shouting that. There was like I just like some of the unusual ones. The one that did us over though completely was Jumanji. The Mask. Oh god, that was one. The Mask. There's another one as well. Oh, NFL game. My friend messed up, my friend Steve, and he, I'm sure he won't mind us telling you the story, but we'd won a bit because we like clubbed together, which like three of us clubbed together. It just made it a bit more funny, so you could do bigger bets and not get through your money so quickly. And we won a bit, so we got it in this machine. We got, I think, $100 in this machine, and he thought he'd put it on $2.50 a bet, but it was $25 a bet. Yeah, 4 spins later, it would all gone. So he's never lived that one down. Yeah, that was on the NFL game, and then the mass game. All hell! Oh, there we are. £7. All hell broke loose with that. You know, all the whistles and bells, and it was making a right racket. We had half the casino looking at us, and we won $20. It was ridiculous. I was so that was making a loss. I was so embarrassed. Yeah. Oh well. But would it be the same if I went back? I don't know. I mean, I've been there multiple times over the years. First time I went was 2008, I think it was. 2007, 2008. It was just after the financial crisis. Actually, that's Michael Jackson, so I can sell that in a bundle. Yeah, and then I went back 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago to the day, actually. That was on honeymoon. Then I went last year. Yeah, last year. Criminal Minds season 6. Anyway, drop any questions in the thing. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep waffling on. Yeah, can you imagine if you won? Yeah, I can imagine if I won on the £25 one. That would have been $25 one. That would have been big time. That would have. We were all desperate for a hand pay, which is, if you don't know, it's like if you get over a certain amount, an attendant has to come out and pay you out. I think at the time, I'm going to say it was about $1.5 grand. Was it $2.5 grand? It's gone up since anyway. But I'm sure it was $1.5 grand. The closest, yeah, it was. The closest that we came to it was a mate of ours did $500. He won $500 on one spin. I got 280, I think it was, on one spin. That was probably my best. But we were just all low betting, pretty much. Nothing crazy. Well, low to medium, I suppose. Right, come on, there's got to be something good here. Otherwise, I'm going to be waffling about Vegas. Alienating people who, don't get me wrong. I've seen the destruction that gambling can cause. Friends, relatives of friends, hopelessly addicted to slot machines in the UK, online gambling. I've seen that side of it. It's not nice. For me, I'd like to think I know my limits, But, yeah. Crazy. Right. Fremont Street's mental, mate. Yeah. My favourite one was Binions. I got absolutely wasted in Binions. Oh, my God. Because there wasn't many people there. I actually did a YouTube short from Binions when I was, smashed. When there was $1 million sat just near the toilets. No one really, obviously there was people watching it on cameras, but no one really around it particularly. Just $1 million sat there in like a case. And there wasn't many people there. And, whoops. And, yeah. The waitresses were, obviously they run on tips, so they just kept coming back and back and back, and God, we were all a mess that day, real bad. Hey, what have we got here? Canon, no, BJ printer, Windows 1995, cool. So yeah, also the, was it Sam Golden Gate Bridge, something like that? There was I did well in that one. I think we went to most of them. Yeah, it's mainly media. It's just what I'm used to. It's what I've always kind of done, really. Find it nice and easy with scanning stuff, the condition. I've got disc resurfacing machines. Don't get me wrong, I do buy and sell other stuff, but yeah, I'm veering away from Amazon, as I've said in other videos, because they like to screw little guys over. Where did I put that? I put it there. I do £40 spins instead of 40p online. Whoa, that's mental, mate. Yeah, 8 Ball, this is my full-time business. Not necessarily just doing this, but I do lots of other stuff like it. So yeah, all these boxes here, most of these are just full of empty cases. That is my backlog to shred. So yeah, I've got to granulate ever such a lot of stuff. There's so many of these in this. It must have been from a box set that was in there. Yeah, I do sell books. This pallet here, this one's full of books, full of military books. That whole pallet there, I paid £500 for that, and I've not barely touched it. But in the, I don't know how many at the top, you know, maybe 40 books at the top. Listing them, I've so far sold £460 worth, so I'm close to breaking even to that. And it's literally up to there in books. It's over half a ton of books. There's I think 640 kilos of books in there, and I keep buying shit and not listing it. So yeah, I do buy books. Yeah. Apologies for my potty mouth, but it's getting to that. I try and be as polite and as possible, but it ekes out every now and then. Yeah, nice margins on them. Yeah, that's for sure. I like media because you can post it large letter as well. That's why I like it. Right, let's try old Cliff Richard. I think it's going to be worth nothing. It's a small parcel as well, something like that. If not, I do bundles of Cliff Richard. There are still people around that like Cliff Richard. Someone's got one for £3 and then another one for £8, so we won't bother. Hot clubbing. Let's see what's hot clubbing. What date? 2003. Ooh, that could be up my ear. I do not know any of those. Huh, I'll have to listen to that. No, I literally don't know any of them. Huh, no way. Yeah. See, occasionally I do find stuff that interests me, but normally it's like a busman's holiday that couldn't care less. Oh. Come on. Please be in there. Please be in there. It's not in there, I'm telling you now, it's too light. Fuck's sake. They're never in there. I can still sell the sleeve for a little bit. Gosh, damn it. That's a second Switch game I've had in here that's had no game in there. The other one was like a Mario one. Why do I strip down some cases? Okay, let me explain again for those who don't know. So I recycle the discs. The discs are made out of polycarbonate and shred them and use them to make new sheets out of the CDs. The polystyrene this is what this is made out of, believe it or not. It is polystyrene, the same as the expanded stuff. This gets shredded and it gets put in bags like these here. And I used to sell that to an injection molding company, but they have stopped using it. So I need to find a new buyer for them. So I'm slowly stockpiling that. I've got loads of it at the moment. I'll find someone. The black, that goes into general recycling because nobody wants black. Clear, I used to have a buyer for that, but she owes me hundreds and hundreds of pounds and has not paid me in over a year. This is somebody who appeared on Dragon's Den and who was in Vogue magazine. Oh, I've got to open a, what is it called, CCJ or whatever, out on her because she hasn't paid me. And then the coloured ones I sell to a couple of different injection moulding companies. I shred them by colour. So I'll produce white granules, yellow granules, red granules, etc., etc. And they get sold to injection moulding companies who then can say, this product contains X amount of recycled material and, virtue signal. And obviously it gets reused as well, which is kind of cool. Hey, Fusion Rocket, how's it going? Do you ever come across any Cliff Richard Christmas calendars? No, there's plenty of Cliff Richard CDs and DVDs. Loads. Hey, El Preventer, cheers, mate. Just checking I haven't missed any of your... that DVD that you kept is being sold by Music Magpie. I don't know which one that was. Did he break? Let me just check which one you were talking about. That one. I don't know which one you meant. I do. Oh, that one. Lucky Break. Yeah, it's only because Amazon sells it for £7, so I'll maybe check it up. It's a bit scoffed. Yeah. I'll check it Amazon and the media buyers check the price history. That'll be why. It's just I'm using the Amazon scanning app, so I always cross check eBay afterwards because I prefer to sell it on eBay because they're less of a dick than Amazon are. Yeah, no worries for explaining. How long to process the whole pallet? Well, if I'm not live streaming, I should have got through it already by now, but live streaming obviously takes a little bit longer because I'm chin-wagging about debauchery in Vegas, so... Also taking a bit more time with this because this is the first time I've had it from this particular supplier, so I'm trying to assess whether what he's providing is decent or if it's already, stuff that has already been gone through, which happens a lot. You have to not trust anybody, unfortunately, that sells these kind of things because people just straight up just lie to you, saying, oh, no, it's not been touched. Yeah, I've been burnt too many times. That's... Oops, sorry. Knocking you. How much did the pallet cost? Yeah, no worries. Sorry, I said it at the start. It was 300 and something kilos at 50p a kilo. So that's like, I paid it with another one. So say it's £150 and then about £50, £60 postage. So say £210, but around £200. Yeah, it's funny. I can't stand him now. I just find him. It's his laugh. It's, oh God, his laugh. It's just so grating. Can't be doing with him. That heartbeat one's only worth £4, so that will go. I'm really gonna have to do a media buyer thing at the moment. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read that one out. Invest Connect. That's. I see where you're coming from. Yeah. It's funny thinking back in the day that we all were like, oh, writing into Jim will fix it and stuff. If you're someone in your sort of mid 30s to mid 40s, you remember that whole writing to Jim will fix it. Crazy. Absolute scumbag. I always wanted to get a Blue Peter badge though, and I did. Years later, I ended up buying a Blue Peter badge. So that's at home in the case at home cabinet thing I've got with like various trinkets and bits and pieces. A genuine Blue Peter badge. Should probably do a video about that. Really, I can't even remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't that expensive. Right, I was gonna keep in between the stuff, but there's so much of it. No way, it came to your school. That's crazy. I remember when people the thing to do with milk. Taught you how to. Really? Oh my God. I'm not sure if that's a joke or a real situation, but yeah, I remember there was a celebrity drive to drink milk because we had Chris Akabusi and another one coming to schools. I remember that. Like, drink milk because it, turns you into a runner or something kind of thing. Onto there, DJ Mag. Let's have a look. I do not know any of those either. Oh. 2004. Might have a listen to that one as well. Rock anthems. Right, what's this one? Loch Ness Monster. Nope. Can't believe that blinking Switch game didn't have anything in it. That's so annoying. Alright, Muppets Christmas. It's battered though. I've got someone who buys new and sealed stuff even if it's a bit battered. Oh well. Kung Fu Panda. That's shot. Off topic, silver price spike. Yeah, it's funny. I keep saying local, but it's not local. It's in Birmingham. I use Plus Gold in Birmingham, not affiliated at all. But they've stopped buying silver due to, a fluctuating market. They've stopped buying it. So I was like, oh, great. So I need to find somebody who's buying it because I've got, I don't know, I've got a book. I've got, not too much, probably like 50 quid's worth of silver scrap I need to get rid of. Oh, it's not worth anything. Right. No, Bob, it's the same ones. Feel free to rip the piss out of me, mate. Bob can do one of these in like 20 minutes, I'm sure. He's like the guru for media. Well, not for media, for like raw pallets. Got around 5 kilos of pre-1920 and about 10 kilos of pre-47. Oh, so you got some 50% as well. Cool. That's nice. That's a good amount, that is. No, I wish I still had some coins, but I sold, nearly all of it off. Just kept some sentimental ones. Right. I'm going to put you lot down temporarily while I just go and get another bag. So talk amongst yourselves and be nice. Put you there. I'm still here. One sec. I'm back. Sorry. Oops. What have I pressed now? There we go. Sorry about that. Butterfingers. I was getting another donation bag. That one's a bit full. She moans at me if I overfill them because they've got like older staff and then the other one's pregnant, so she doesn't like me to overfill them too much, so that's fine, don't mind. Got to keep the charity shops happy because they keep taking stuff off me, so which I probably will end up having back at some point. Done okay, right? Yeah, I've done all right, mate. Yeah, just need to list it now, but I need to get through it first because this is in the communal area of the storage unit. You can see there. So luckily the person who runs it's pretty chill about it. Never gonna happen. Yeah. What's the most valuable media item that you can remember getting in one of these pallets? I got some. What was it called? I'm trying to think about. I had a GameCube game. I had Zelda 4 Swords or whatnot. Then I had some. What were they called? There was like a name. Like a remastered sort of an old film that was remastered. I can't remember not Artificial Eye, not Network, one of the other ones. And that sold for 180, like a set. Okay. That book sells for £7, but you're paying £3.50 postage. So if you bought it, well, let's say we sell it at that, which for some reason it's not letting me. So sell it at that. I'm making £3.84 profit, and then in the breakdown, shipping cost is £0. So if I sell it at £7, I'm paying £3.50 postage. I'm making 34p. So I'd rather sell it to the media buyer. It's not worth it. I'll check eBay, but got loads. Oh, cool, Warren. That's wicked. Best way to get a shot of old pennies. I've heard of people taking them down to the scrapyard with the price the way bronze is at the moment. People are literally taking them to like a scrapyard and weighing them in for like £2.50, £3 a kilo. I don't know what brass is at the moment and what bronze is, to be honest. crazy as that is. What's this? I don't know. Let's get in there. Cool. Yeah, no, Bob. I've got to list them. That's the thing. I haven't said it in a while. I'm going to be the like farmer. If you joined and you're enjoying it, if you do us a favour and smash that like button, just lets YouTube know that it's vaguely interesting. Oh, here we are. Hand of the Baskervilles. Finally, something. £12. Let's check eBay. Just to satisfy my curiosity. Why is it telling me about visual search every time I do visual search? It's like, yeah, I know about it. Okay. So someone's got it for £7. I reckon I'd get a tenner for that. What's the disc like? Fine. There you go. Just got to have another, 20 of them. I think it is legal as long as because it's not current tender. I think as long as you're not taking like current day 2p's down. If it's old, it's not defacing the crown. I know people who make jewellery out of old coins, old British coins, and it's not. It's a common myth that it's defacing the crown. No, as far as I know, it's fine. As long as you're just not taking anything that's current day in. And I think a lot of that sort of defacing the crown thing is like a kind of schoolyard thing, but it's where if you're trying to, say you're trying to turn a £1, say you're trying to turn a 10p and say it's a £1 coin, then that's when you're doing something dodgy. But don't quote me in a trial. I'm just an idiot on the internet. Hey, I am going through this, to reiterate, someone's asked again. I'm going through this pallet and working out what can be recycled and what can be salvaged. So these are all the discs are going to get shredded in an industrial shredder and sold for the plastic. So at that point, it doesn't really matter whether it's scratched or not. I could just snap it in half. It doesn't matter. Although you've got to watch out with discs because they can be quite explosive and shards can go everywhere. So you do have to be careful when you're shredding them. All right. What is the point in it? Well, it's so people can, other companies can use the plastic to make new things out of. And some of it is actually, genuine recycling. Some of it's just kind of virtue signalling, I suppose. Like saying, oh, my product contains 20% recycled plastic. It's like, great, Don't get me started on greenwashing. Because, it is a real thing. Unfortunately. Ooh, that one's battered. Just going straight in there. You don't want to get me ranting. I'll end up getting the stream shut down by big plastic. Ooh, we've got an ancient relic. What's this? I have no idea, but there you go. Yeah, that's the thing. It probably was in good condition, but unfortunately, for the most part, nobody will want to buy it. Life on Mars. News of the World Collector's Pack. I wonder if that's... Is that season 1 and 2? It is. That's random. That was free in News of the World. I've got season 3 knocking around somewhere. I might be able to sell that as the full set. I didn't know there was a season 3 of that until Bob, who's in the chat still. What's the weirdest thing I found? Well, it wasn't in one of these, but it was in it was at a flea market, and it was a Harry Potter. It was I can't remember which Harry Potter game it was, but it was a Harry Potter game on the PlayStation 2, and there was a condom wrapper inside the next to the manual, and I'd opened it up and it was just sat there next to the manual, the torn wrapper. So that was lovely. I definitely wanted to chop my hands off at that point. What else have I found? Found some bit of the old Mary Jane before, as you call it. Definitely going to get this stream demonetized at this rate. Obviously that got binned, but God, this is crazy how brittle this is. That's why people don't want to use black plastic, because it just gets so brittle. What is this? Ooh, this looks interesting. 2-disc special. Ooh, what's that? Another DJ one reignition. Ooh, this might be up my street. 2-disc special edition DJ set. Club Buzz 95. That's unusual. Let's give it a good scan. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, there was a Life on Mars season 3. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was. Well, look at this. Some person is selling it for £1.96, and I can't click on it, but we'll put £1.96. They're losing money. They're way more than losing money. Although that's on that's zero shipping cost as well. So they're losing about £2. Yeah, over £2 by selling it. Who's doing that? Well, name and shame them. So brand new. Okay. Oh, it's Music Magpie. Music Magpie. There you go. If it won't focus. Music Magpie. What are you doing? Maybe they're making a very small profit, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. When you're the only one, you see, it's done it again. Look, the only one on the listing, other than a new person asking crazy money. Look again there. What are you doing? Someone's got it for £11 there. Mad. So who have you got? The Bucketheads, it's a good track. Tony DeVito. Oh, what a legend. Yeah, a few good ones on there. Kind of a pinch before my time. I was sort of 97 was when I was started sort of delving into that world. You know, I was like 13 in 1995. So anyway, bloody Music Magpie. See, that's in a really nice case. I'll probably keep that for a swap out. If you just joined, I appreciate smashing the thumbs up button. Well, even if you've not just joined, just generally. Oh, it's a DVD about Amazon, The Muppet Show. That's what it feels like sometimes. Oh, I'm gonna put that in the donut pile. Yeah, I'm sure there was. Or am I thinking of Ashes to Ashes? What's that? Ashes. I get them two mixed up. To Ashes. Season 3. Yeah, there is. Yeah, Ashes to Ashes. I'm getting Ashes to Ashes and yeah, I always get them mixed up. Well, maybe that's 1 and 2 then. I can sell that. I don't think it's going to sell for loads, but see, doing media for 12 years and I'm still get things wrong. Yeah, we do, Bob. You need to correct me because I always get it wrong. Ooh, The Godfather. That's heavy, that is. Why is that so heavy? Full of cash? Whoops. No, I'm not at CEX now. Although I was in there earlier and nearly told the manager to fuck off. See, that looks decent, but it's only £4. Yeah, consistently wrong is still consistent. Yeah, you're very true. Let's see what CEX are offering on it. Probably pittance. Nope, not even there. I'll look that one up another time off camera because could be alright. I'm guessing they sell them at a loss because they got such a huge bulk postage rate. Even then, maybe they've just had it for so long that they want it gone at any cost rather than binning it. I don't know. Boggles the mind. Ugh. Wow, gosh, I've been going over an hour. I didn't even realise. Yeah, I mean, I've been going an hour and I barely, made a dent on it, really. I'm too busy yapping. Right, put them up there. Let's have a look, see if we can find any more Switch games. They don't have anything in the cases, probably. So a good old dig. Ultimate Blues collection. Maybe. Put that there. I see this so often, this Dreamboats and Petticoats. All the time. For Gamers. What's this? Oh, it's the lens cleaner. Great. I thought that was one of those cheat system things. I listed one of those out of this pallet for $29.99. Right, we've got another Ancient Relics. Abbey, 2 weeks plus under. Dunno. I've just sold them in bundles before. Let someone else work out what they are. Oh, lovely. Brilliant. That's grim. Yeah, I'm going to put this. We'll put it in here. Why is there like rocks in here? Ooh, I thought that was going to be something dodgy then. I have had spicy films out of this lot before, so I've got to be careful while I was on a live stream as well. So, need to be a little bit careful. Puppy dog tails, know what that is. Well, we've got 2 bags for charity, so that's something. They'll be happy. Oh my god, look at this, it's full of just like rubble. So I'm glad I've been paying 50p a kilo for rubble. I'll be feeding that back to the guy I got it from. That you know, there was bloody rocks in it. Because the thing is, if you let things slide with stuff like this, they're going to keep trying to get away with it. So you could say I'm just being moany and whatnot, but yeah. Yeah, old school floppy disks. But I bet some places still use them. I've heard there was a guy I follow. He's like a dumpster diver in America, and his CNC machine still uses floppy disks, which is just crazy. So I wonder if like some of the health service and stuff still runs on floppy disks that's sealed. So it's not a title that's worth anything, but market guy buys them from me. Best DVD flip, mine was Chicago Hope, £5 charity shop sold for 150. Oh, that's brilliant. New unsealed VHS tapes, yep. Blank ones sell, and there's a bit of a buzz, isn't there, about new and sealed, like stuff people getting them graded and all that. Bit of a hype, but you know, people are genuinely buying them, I think. So, Scary Movie. Just check it. Is Scary Movie, yeah. If I put stuff out of frame, it's because I just want to check that it isn't, you know, something spicy, shall we say. Now, come on, there's 26 of you watching. We've only got 14 likes. So, I'm going to be the like farmer again and beg, borrow and steal. Well, not steal, but... I'm glad people are sort of interested in this, because it's, you know, okay, some bits are kind of boring and monotonous, but when you do hit it good, it's a bit of a rush, really. That's a knockoff. Yep. Ooh, that one nearly passed me by then. Nearly let that one slip. Harry Potter. See, look, what did I tell you about this dreamboats and petticoats? They're just like loads in this pallet. I don't know why, both knockoff and non-knockoff. I'm guessing it's from one person's collection. Not all of this, but those particular ones. The Michael Jackson one. Oh, there's so much dirt in there. What's this? Proposal, not worth anything. Might as well keep going. That's my first ever like on YouTube. At Bob. I bet you've done it before. I bet you slipped up and had a moment of weakness. I was thinking about you today, mate. I went to the chip shop. I didn't get double chips, though, like last time we went out. Just made me chuckle on the road trips we used to go on. See, again, look. Honestly. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I have done Amazon FBA. I do still do it a little bit, but I'm really trying to move away from Amazon because they are scumbags of the highest order that take your money and hold it to ransom for a very long time. You know, if I sell something on Amazon today, I'm not seeing that money now till probably mid to the end of December, mid to the end of November. So, yeah, not good. They are terrible. Really slow on paying businesses. Because they have this thing called, I can't remember what it's called, but something account review where you've got to have like a backup level of funds in case you've got refunds or some absolute bollocks like that. Excuse my French. It used to be that you could get paid pretty much straight away once something was dispatched, but these days they hold on to your money as long as they possibly can. Oh, The Crow, that was a good film. Sad that the bloke died in it though. Yeah, getting lost on petrol station forecourts, yes mate. I bet them women in the petrol station still talk about that. Yeah, Bruce Lee's son. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like that thing with that film Rust. You know, where someone got shot from that. Well, Alec Baldwin shot him. That whole thing was just crazy. Neil Young. Do you want this, Bob? Toning and mantra exercises. Yeah, come on, we'll go find something good. That's the thing, as soon as I turn the camera off, I'll find an absolute belter. Oh, God, whatever that soil is, it stinks as well. Absolutely stinks. Three movies, one price. Oh, you gotta love knockoffs back in the day. body's already the size of a temple. Yeah, I thought about the Faulty Towers stuff, mate. But I did have a quick look, and it doesn't seem... Okay, maybe they're selling quicker, but the price is still just as bad as it was. It didn't seem to really sell for anything more. So, yeah, I get what he's saying. But I'm not seeing any kind of uptick in the price. I'm sure once all, you know, like your music magpies and stuff like that sell out, then the price will go up. And it's sad, like, you know, but she made it to a good age. It's like the one from, you know, Hyacinth Bouquet. Keeping up her appearances. This is ridiculous now. Like, there's literally just straight up piles of mud in it. I know it's not much, but it's the kind of the principle of it, really. Hey Victoria, what am I doing? I am going through a pallet of raw, unsorted media from charities to find anything sellable, and working out what can be recycled, what can be taken to charity that's actually sellable, what that can go to media buyers, what that can go to bundles, other bundles, and then what can be sold on eBay and Amazon, basically. Oh, is it going to be in here? I'm telling you now, this is not in here. Here we go. Fuck's sake. Again. So basically, someone, for a laugh, has put a load of switch cases in here just to piss me off. Do you know what it is, I think? I think somebody has got the switch games in a case with their switch, and they've been decluttering and just got rid of the switch cases. Can you imagine if they were in there? Oh, what a tease. What a tease. If that doesn't sum up pallets. But, you know, they could theoretically be in the bottom. They could. But it's quite a stretch. For them, all of them, you know, I've had 3 so far. For it to not be in there, you know, whatever that phrase is, once is a coincidence, twice is something, and 3 times is a pattern. I'm butchering that, but you know what I'm saying. It's getting late, so I'm half asleep. In there. Yep. Well, yeah, there is that, Pete. Bit the old Lionel Richie. Well, I'd like to think this is my warehouse, but this is just a storage unit I'm in that has 24-hour access. So this is other people's units here. And mine's in there. And I'm just working outside the front of it. I've also got another space where I store listed stock as well. But yeah, we're not looking in there because it's wildly out of control. Nobody sees in there. It's bad. It's really, really, really bad. I'd have to start it with, in this week's episode of Hoarders. That's how bad it is. Another series I've never seen, Peaky Blinders. Never seen it. Oh, PC game. Look at that. Tiger Woods tour. Nice. don't know what it says Canon on it. I wonder if it was a freebie with when he bought a printer. Probably. They do anything to sell printers. Right. Some more horror stuff. Not one I've heard of. Okay, quick scan. I'm going to say it's worth nothing. Leaving stuff out there, you had stuff nicked. Mate, if I had, I wouldn't even notice, to be fair. I wouldn't have a clue. Any good stuff, like actual good stuff, gets brought home with me, but yeah, I wouldn't know. I mean, there are cameras here and stuff, so, you know. Nope, worth nothing. Oh well. I know. The reason why it is out here is because it won't fit through the door. The door's too narrow, so it physically won't fit in my unit. I can't get it in there, so that's why it's out the front, because it won't fit. Bit like me if I keep going to the chip shop. Right, come on. Let's see what we can find. Another film I've not seen. It's not in there, so. But I think we'll conclude things shortly. I think. You know, been going like an hour and a half, something like that. So I really appreciate everyone dropping in. Right. And tonight I'm going to order some touchscreen gloves because these are driving me mad. Sucker punch, but not the other sucker punch one. Again, just straight up, just bloody dirt on Ace of Base. And I've got PC game here. I'm gonna say it's best of Star Wars. Yep, had that before. Can't remember if it's worth anything. Let's check eBay. I don't think there's a listing for it on Amazon from memory. $5. Yeah, I'll probably stick it on for a tenner. Maybe a bit less. Come down a bit in value, to be fair. I've got a few other Star Wars PC games. I might be better off doing a bundle. I've had that loads of times though. Bridesmaids, always a pink case. Yep. What does the pallet stand you at? About just over £200. It's 50 pence a kilo. It's about I can't remember how many kilos it was. 300 and say on it somewhere. 320 kilos. So yeah. Then plus like 50 quid postage. I can't remember if it's 50 or 60 quid postage per pallet. And then I paid extra for like a delivery with a tailgate that you could deliver it, and the absolute idiots couldn't get it off so I had to pay someone with a forklift to come and take it off. It's just, I don't like doing so. 13 quid. Let's check eBay. So yeah, see, that's the difference, a £5. So we can go in the media buys pile. Yeah, so anyway, I've had some good stuff out of it, to be honest. But just whenever I turn the live stream on, it's mediocre. Excuse the pun. And we've got another book, Protecting Buildings: How to Combat Dry Rot, Woodworm, and Damp. And oh, you still there, Bob? There's a picture of you, mate. That book's had it. So a mouse has been nibbling at that. Lovely. Great. Glad I've got gloves on. Oh, I've got a Catherine Cookson bundle on the go somewhere. Only got a few at the moment, but right. No, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I think that is it, really. Just got loads and loads of CDs which aren't scintillating to look through. Oh, I thought that was an early nows are good, but that was not an early one. More dirt. What's this? iPod. Don't know what that is. Look it up at some point. Looking in a mirror, yeah, that's true, mate. Right, now I am going to be putting a video out soon, I promise it's soon, from the eBay Open that I went to. It's like nearly a month ago now. But yeah, some stamps. But yeah, that will be coming out soon. I've got it rough edited. I just need to balance the sound levels. So drop a subscribe if you're interested in that. That was a cool event, to be honest. I enjoyed going. It was weird meeting actually people from eBay though, like people who worked there. Bridget Jones, Kane, See No Evil. Yeah, that's another thing. Wrestling DVDs. They used to be worth money, but not so much anymore. That's not in there. Nope. Thought not. Right. Gloves off time. Oh, there we go. Thank you, everyone, for popping in. Do really appreciate that. I'm going to be... I can't stop until they find a £50 item. Mate, I'll be here all night. It's nickel and... What do they call it? Nickel and diming it. Turn that light off. Good lights these are. These are like a Philips light with a thing on it. Use it for listing. Yeah, it's nothing great tonight, but I will be delving into it again. It's getting a bit late, so thanks everyone who's popped in. On the way out, do us a service and smash that thumbs up button. See if we can get to 20 likes. That's really good, decent of you. And yeah, go check out my other stuff if you're interested in buying and selling, if you've not seen us before. But cheers, everyone. Cheers, Bob. Cheers, Andy, Victoria, Pete, everyone else who popped in. I'll see you all soon. Bye.